everyone, I'm Arina and I'm a first-year student from UTMCs. Faced with the pandemic that year, many were under the influence of FOMO, but even now the danger doesn't recede. Every day we see the increase in the number of diseases in several countries. Today I'm going to talk about how to turn FOMO into JOMO in the time of Covid-19. Have you ever heard about FOMO and JOMO? FOMO stands for fearing of missing out, and it's basically a very real sensation of feeling and fearing that you are missing out on life compared to others. On the other hand, JOMO means joy of missing out, which means that we enjoy taking a break from social activities, especially social media, to enjoy personal life. In the age of Covid-19, students have seen the increase of FOMO. This is because when the pandemic hit, students were sent home from schools or universities and completing their classes online. When it comes to FOMO, students have fear of missing out on an important school event, the social world, their deep friendships, and more. This then brings a host of emotions with it. For example, anxiety, anger, stress, or even disappointment. I would like to invite you to rethink the FOMO and to encourage you to think about missing out as something that can be joyful, as something that can give your life meaning. Our fear of missing out is driven by a whole lot of factors in modern society. We have the social media where we can compare ourselves with others, see how wonderful their lives are. Perhaps mine is not equal wonderful. So I have to change, I have to develop, I have to become something else, perhaps in order to experience life at its fullest. There is actually much room for pleasure in disconnect withdrawing from all these claims to consume and develop as a person, because it opens up for deeper engagements in the world, for deeper relationships to other people, are actually more joyful than this constant doubt. Am I doing enough? Am I living enough? To experience the joy of missing out, it takes practice to willingly miss out on all the possibilities that we are constantly bombarded with. What we now refer to as the JOMO is actually old news in Western philosophy. The idea of the moderate life goes back at least to Aristotle in ancient Greece. He talked about finding a balance between two extremes, doing too much on the one hand and doing too little on the other hand. And this applies to any human's activity. We tend to tell each other, and especially inform the younger generation, that they can do anything. Anything is possible. They just have to make their own choice. And of course, this is based on very good intentions, but I don't think it's very helpful. First of all, it's an illusion. Not anything is possible. We are limited in all sorts of ways, as human beings and as individuals, and I think it's very good to know about your limits, that they are to life and to my life as a person. But I also think that it would be bad even if these limits weren't there. Even if we could do anything, because that would mean that we would exist in sort of an empty space, where it would be only my preferences and desires that decided the course of my life, and that isn't very human. To be human is to think about my own life in relation to others. What are my obligations to them? What communities, what society am I a part of? Having the same CEO, you may be seeing friends or family out and about living life as if a pandemic never happened. But what if you actually care about other people? Don't let FOMO get the best of you, and know that sometimes all you need is a change of a perspective hands. There are 3 useful ways to overcome FOMO and to turn it into JOMO. First of all, avoid social media as much as possible. It could be argued that social media is what actually caused FOMO to begin. Besides, according to survey, the average time spent on social media per day is nearly an hour and a half, which means that even just within a month of time, we will have spent nearly 2 hours a day watching devices that show others people's life, while not living our own to the fullest. Try limiting your social media access to once a day or even lower than you are doing now. You might install an app that shuts down social media apps in a set amount of time. You can check out sleep to a moment. Checking social media less has been one of my most important self-care practices during the lockdown. Remember, there is always someone in the world, no matter who you are, who is having always more fun than you, and that's fine. You are not required to be that person. You are you. Besides, we can practice gratitude. FOMO is actually caused by sadness and feeling unsatisfied in your own life. Therefore, one of the best ways to deal with sadness is to refocus all your attention on the things you appreciate. Last but not least, spend your time wisely. Be mindful on what you want. Craft a plan to try to achieve that. Here's some way to spend your time wisely. Maintain a routine. For example, start your day at about the same time each day. Set a goal for coursework to be done for each morning and afternoon, and after completing your coursework or revision, you can take a break. Take the time for yourself, step away from all the news and all coursework to do something that you enjoy and you find relaxing. Try to get in at least one physical activity each day. It's very good for your mental health to get some fresh air. So, these are the 3 suggestions to deal with FOMO during the pandemic. Remember this acronym, YOLO, which stands for You Only Live Once, meaning we must choose to make our lives the best even now, because every moment matters, and no matter what life is way too short to experience FOMO, and it's important to remember that you are not alone. Everyone is going through this pandemic together. It's important to realize that it's okay to feel what you are feeling and make the best of your time at home. Stay home, stay safe, stay strong. Good luck. Thank you.